Next time you start trash talking about immigrants providing home care services and making mistakes, just ask yourself who's taking care of your grandma. A lot of people are asking why are there so many immigrants in the home care industry as a business owners? But no one ever really asks why are there so many immigrants work in the home care industry as a caregiver who are immigrants. When I used to be a CNA, I used to work in a nursing home when I was in college. And I can tell you, there were almost 100%, I can tell you almost 100% of the CNAs were African, African Americans, African descent Africans. So a lot of caregivers are minority. Therefore, a lot of home care owners are minority. One more thing. Can you imagine if you are trying to get a contract with a company to provide or to become a home care provider, and the person who's going to award you the contract is Stephen Miller? Home care providers are majorly minorities because it's there's no in your face type of discrimination to getting the contract for the home care. You apply for you submit the application, and if you meet all the requirements in the checkoff list, you get your license. You try to get a contract from the bank, it's who you know. And some states also make it difficult for people to get a contract. For example, have you ever heard of something called uh, something CON? I forget what it stands for. It's a way to control providers. People who uh, are already there. New companies and new providers are not allowed to come in. So what I'm going to say is home care providers are mostly minorities because the workers are mostly minorities, and it's easier to get the contracts um, from a federal government and from the state government uh, than from a business who will not give a minority a contract. So one more thing. Minorities who are immigrants are not very competent in all the regulations that you must follow in home care business. So they get in trouble, not because they're thieves, but because there's just too many rules to follow. And these are the least people who will follow those rules, who can follow those rules, because A, they're not the most educated, and B, they are immigrants. They're still learning the roads, but they provide the services and they provide they are sometimes also the providers. So next time you start trash talking about immigrants providing home care services and making mistakes, just ask yourself who's taking care of your grandma.